Hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Irene, a fashion designer in Ghana, Kumasi, to be precise. So, in today's video, we will be learning how to draft a princess dart in our basic bodice. So, let's dive right into it. The top length is 24 inches, 23 inches. So, you'll be adding 1 inch allowance to it, making it 24. So once you place it at 24, you would actually mark our shoulder to waist, which is 17, our shoulder to bust, which is 11, and then we would mark up at our starting point. You can decide to mark your starting point before marking all the horizontal lines. And you go in for shoulder to our underbust, which is 14 inches. So with this one, we would mark them out as you can see. So you have our shoulder to bust, our shoulder to underbust, shoulder to waist, bust, underbust, waist, and then our top length. So here I will be using my ruler to draw the vertical lines so that I can know where each side would fall. So once I'm done drafting all my vertical lines, I will be also drafting the starting point. Once I'm done with that, I would make sure that it is as straightened as it is, and I'll be using my marker to also deepen it up so that you can really see what is being done on the paper. Please, if this is your first time coming across my channel, do not forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that anytime you hear, you get access to a new upload. So with our neck, we'll be marking 3 by 3 inches. So 3 by 3, and then we'll be straightening our lines up and be using our French curve to give the circular neck that we would want. So you put our French curve there, and after that I'll be adding our shoulder, which will be 5 inches. I'll slant it, come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slant, and then to our armhole line or our chest line, we will be dropping at 8 inches. So with that, I would mark our horizontal line to meet our vertical line, which would give us the armhole effect. So we are working around a dart of 39 inches. We are making around a bust of 39 inches. So we are marking 4 inches on all the dot line. Will be coming sideways by half of an inch whilst we go in by one of an inch. So straighten it out for it to hit the top length. Repeat that same process with the other side, and then we'll get our French curve for the curvings. So here you curve it to make sure that it is meeting your bust point, as it can be seen here. You use your French curves to curve it up so that it can meet your bust point. So after that, we will be marking where our princess darting would be coming from. So you'll be giving out our breast dart. So here you make sure that you measure your armhole and then you divide it into two. That is where your first markings will go. Try your best to make sure that your intervals ends up being either 1 inch or 1.5 inch, depending on the person's measurement. So the waist was 32, we mark it at 8, the hip 44, we mark it at 11, and then we add our 3 inches allowance to them. You might ask yourself, why don't I give out the exact numbers that I'm using before I do the markings? I would advise that that wouldn't really be necessary because you will be using your exact measurement to create something for yourself, or so it is best that you understand the concept that you can use for any measurement of your choice than to be stuck with a measurement that I fall in. So with the armhole side, you go in by half of an inch, and then with the downside, you go up by one of an inch. Okay, so that it when it slants down, it can meet perfectly. So here I'm reinforcing my dots and lines with my rule and my French curves. So this is our breast dart. The interval can be 1 or 1.5 of an inch. You come in by half of an inch for our armhole, and then you slide down by one of an inch for our shoulder slant. Okay, and then our neck, we made it 3 by 3 inches. So with a 3 by 3 inches, we go down and attach it to our armhole like so. So with this one, I'm using my French curve for the measurement. So here we will be moving on to the princess dart. I mean where the princess dart is. Yes, just to reinforce it so that you can really see how it looks. Make sure that your bust point really isn't as pointy. Make it as flatty as it can be seen here. We are moving now to our back section. So with our back, we will be extending our starting point to that of the back as well. The shoulder to the bust for the back, the shoulder to the waist for the back is 15.5, whilst the front is 17 inches. So there is a difference of 1.5 inches. That is the reason why the shoulder to the back, I went up by 1.5 inches for that particular measurement. So these extra lines are our zip allowance. If you wouldn't be installing a zipper, that means that you can be taking that out of it. And then with the back seal, you go in 3 by 1 of an inch, and then you leave your zip allowance. So that is our waistline. You mark our 3 by 3 and by 5 for our shoulder. You come down by half of an inch for your shoulder slant, and then you move down by 8.5 because we just came down by half of an inch. You just do it like so. So I would also advise that if you're drafting it as it is being done, you can just transfer the measurement from the front to the back to make it extremely easy and understandably. So here I will be using the person's measurement, and then I'll be adding my sewing allowances to it as it can be seen here. Please kindly do take a critical look at this. So here we are using our French curves for that, and then our ruler to help out in getting best lines for the project. So here we come there by 5.5, and then we repeat that for the down section. But since the shoulder to the waist was, the difference is to 1.5 inches, you will be doing the same thing with that of the back. Okay, so the back too, we will be going up by 1.5 inches as we went up by 1.5 inches for the front. I mean for the waist at the back. It is always best that you do that. So here with your back, you just roll it up like that. There wouldn't be any other darting or any other spacing like that. It just goes straight up with it to the armhole as it has been seen here. So here we will be subtracting 1.5 inches from our front. Okay, so since there's going to be a shortage, so all these are the darting parts. All these places that I've marked out are the places where we will not we will not be using them. You'll be cutting them out. So here with our waist, our front waist is 17 and our back waist is 15.5. Therefore there's going to be a shortage of 1.5. So with that, we will subtract that from our side measurement. So here this dart would also go out as it can be seen here. So we are cutting that out because we will not be using it. So when that happens, you pull it up so that you just eliminate that from it. You can either use your brown paper, your masking tape. You can either use your masking tape or any solid tape you have available or pins you have just to pin it up and then for it to get stabilized and not affect with your cutter. So after that is done, you pick up your ruler to reinforce another line so that you can get an even perfect line. So here we are cutting our neck out. So as we are cutting, our shoulder slant out as it can be seen here. So once that is done, you'd also cut our armhole. Please kindly take a look at how the armhole is being cut out. You would go in by the half of an inch and then you follow up till the dart to our underbust and then straight up to our top length. We will be repeating the same process from our top length to our bust and then to our armhole. So by this is how the whole project looks like. Personally, I do not cut out my darts from my back. I just give it like the simple darting. Okay, so I don't really cut it out. So most of the time when I'm done with it like so, I just cut it out. I place it on my pattern or my fabric as a whole, pin it together, and then I do the darting inside it. For me personally, I do not cut my back darts out. Okay, I just maintain them there as it can be done. So you realize that when I was done with the reducing of the side darts, you realize that it just lies on it perfectly. If you can really take a critical look at it, you just realize that the sides are meeting. But if those that 1.5 was not taken out, we would have noticed that our sides were going to have some shortage. And this particular top, she wanted her top to be quite short, not too long. Yes, so that is the reason why I shorten it up by 2 inches.